we don't need people like them up there trying to do our interests, what they say they're gonna do. They promise this and promise that, and as soon as they get in there, the first words out of their mouth, hell with them rednecks.
Papa Sam radio show from you live in the house on Grandpa's couch. And today, everyone, Papa and I will be talking about the news for the day. And Papa, your first question for the day is, what are your thoughts on the Kevin Harvick and Dale Jr. drama?
Kevin Harvick is a good race car driver, a hard race car driver. He's won a lot. He's won a championship. Dale Jr. is an average driver. He's done good at times and not so good at times. When him and the Uris were together, they won more. And Harvick, Dale Jr. got up there. He owns the race team. He got up there and he told it like it is. The reason so many of these young drivers are getting rides is because they'll drive for less money.
Yep.
And for less money. And he was telling all the things that caused it to happen and the reasons for it and everything. And Harvick is just, Dale Jr.'s been the most popular driver 13 or 14 years in a row. And Harvick's jealous. And he's known for running his mouth out of place. You know, sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut.
Yep.
Then everybody won't know that you're a fool.
That is true, Papa.
And that's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. And that's the way I feel. I ain't got no use for Kevin Harvick. I'm a Dale Jr. fan. I was a Dale Earnhardt fan. And Dale Jr. tries to be good. He don't, his daddy was a good man, but if you didn't get out of his way, he'd put you in the wall.
No, that's
and Dale Jr. is not like that. Dale Jr. can win a whole lot more races than he has if he was like his daddy.
I know you're
But that's the way it is, and Kevin Hart was just jealous.
Your next question for the day is Donald Trump condemns the violence in Charlottesville, Virginia, and calls the racism evil. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that was all it could say, but the news media sees it a different way. If Donald Trump could cure cancer today, they'd hate him for it. Why didn't he do it sooner? It would be some problem that they could criticize him. And that's the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be. I don't care how much good he does. They hate him. They just hate him.
Next question for the day is Donald Trump calls the KKK, the neo-Nazis, and the white supremacists a word that I cannot pronounce, but here we're going to pronounce it right now. A repugnant.
I'm a country boy. I semi know what that means, but it ain't worth repeating.
So, what are your thoughts on the Charlottesville protest that happened Saturday?
Until we get enough people up there to handle one of them protests the way they're supposed to, I don't care. If they're fighting, go in there and beat the crap out of all of them, and that'll take care of it.
Yep.
It's no recourse for what they do. As long as there's no law against, there's no penalty for them to act the way they act, it's not going to be any different. What they're doing is wrong. I got a right to my opinion. You got a right to your opinion.
Yeah,
I got to respect your opinion. You got to respect what I say.
exactly.
Although we disagree to disagree.
Yep. And Papa, we are going to look at a video that was released. We're going to look at that car that crashed into those people. I want to mute the volume because of the language that might have been used. There it is. There it is. That damn car crash.
And they look at him backing out of there and leaving. Chicken.
Look at all those people. That's the car accident.
Yeah, them people don't care nothing about that woman dying. Her family does, but they were there. It's on get worse and worse and worse.
The crap, the people on this at Holy, you know the rest. That's what happened.
They don't care nothing about them people.
They don't care. And,
until it comes home to your doorstep, you don't really worry about it.
Yep.
I don't care who you are. You heard tell out.
Well, the next question for the day is: what are your thoughts on the Democrats after November 8th, 2016, when Trump was elected president of the United States?
You know how people are.
And there's this one woman that came on CNN, and the Democrats, Republicans, as you said yesterday, they were mad at Donald Trump for not calling the attacks racist.
But you got to realize one thing: they didn't have enough cops there, didn't have enough this there, and they let them people come together, and there's gonna be war.
All right, your next question.
I wouldn't give them permit in my town to protest.
Yep.
Y'all cause too much trouble. You ain't getting a permit here. Go somewhere else.
I agree.
Y'all want to fight? Go on out y'all in the desert and y'all fight it out. We'll come to build and bury you dead.
If someone wanted to fight you, what would you have done?
I ain't going to a place like that to start with. I ain't got no qualms with neither one of them.
Yep. Your next question for the day is: on YouTube, there's this megastar by the name of Jake Paul, who is making a lot of controversy on YouTube, resulting in melees on the internet. And Papa, here is an example on why people don't like Jake Paul. I'll give him this, though. Some of the things he does is adolescent because he is about 20 years old.
You got a picture of him?
This is him taking views from other people. And this is when he assaulted.
Is that Jake Paul?
The blonde head is Jake Paul. Look at this.
Jake Paul K. What's the K for?
I don't know. This is what he did. He crashed some woman's. He got rid of some woman's luggage in the back. And he lives in a house in California. The man's about 21 years old.
He'll run up with the right guy after a while and push him around a little bit, and somebody will push back.
She lived in that house. That he took the bed and everything else. Bob, what are your thoughts on this guy, Jake Paul? Here's another one I think, and they have it.
I ain't got no problem with him. They leave me alone, I'll leave him alone.
Yep. This is one of our. This is another one that he did. I remember seeing it.
Like I say, if he'll leave me alone, I'll leave him alone. Understand?
I understand, Bob. The next question for the day is, Papa, are you tired of the Republicans in Congress?
I have no use for no Democrat. I know Republican. Let me tell you what the Republicans say. Oh, we just had the House and the Senate. We gave them the House. We gave them the Senate. Oh, they cried and cried and cried. If we only had a Republican president, we give them a Republican president that had 7.5 years to repeal Obamacare and have a plan, right?
Right.
They didn't have Jack Nichols.
Nope.
They didn't have nothing. All they had was a bunch of lies that they have lied to us. I hope they get voted out and they drain the swamp. We don't need people like them up there trying to do our interests, what they say they're going to do. They promise this and promise that, and as soon as they get in there, the first words out of their mouth, hell with them rednecks.
That's what they say to us. They can believe that.
And then 3.5, I don't know how many years they have. They're 6, I think, each time we vote them on. I wish the president and them would get a law every 3 years they have to be voted on. If they don't do what they say, vote them out.
I know, Papa. Your next question for the day is: Donald Trump signed something after the Virginia protest. I'm trying to find out what it was as I'm looking it up. But as I'm looking it up, how is it like? You wanted me to always say this. How is it like growing up on a tobacco farm as a little kid?
Well, back when I come along, you had to grow up and grow up fast. My daddy was a sharecropper, tobacco farmer. He done everything he could to provide for his family. Here's what we did. We had tobacco, cotton, corn. We raised our own meat. Mama canned the vegetables. All we had to do was buy flour, and sugar, and coffee. And believe you me, sometimes we run short on some of that. We had our own pork. We ate a lot of pork meat, a lot of chickens. We got a free. We bought early up in life. We got a chance to buy a freezer. We had a freezer, so we raised a lot of chickens and kill them and put them in the freezer, 15 or 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the roosters, when you did and them would set chickens, and they'd have all these biddies, and they would come along and kill all the roosters and save all the hens. And we'd do that, and when us boys got a little older, we'd hunt, and there was rabbits, squirrels, and birds was a big commodity. And we mostly lived off the land that we tended and worked on. And it was never enough money left over for a whole lot, so we made whiskey. When you're young and you first start off making whiskey, uh, us young boys, the oldest ones were Bob, and he'd help Daddy. Me and Gabby would watch for him, and see if anybody come in down, so we could. And if you saw the law coming, you just shoot the gun, right?
Right.
And they know what was going on, and they'd be gone and take much whiskey with them as they left. You know what I mean? It was a small outfit, usually take a run of 4 barrels of whiskey. You make about a case of liquor per barrel, and a case of liquor was $25.
That was big in those days.
That was 12 half-gallon jars of white corn liquor, about 100 proof. And we sold that, $25, big as a bed sheet. And we'd sell that whiskey, $25 go a long way. We cut our own wood, and we lived in a house that was less than perfect. Had it been for the table and chairs and stuff sitting on the floor in March, it would probably want an underpinning under the old shack. It would have blown the rug out the door. You can see a chicken in the light or the lamp or something. It was late in life when we got electric lights. You can see the chicken walking around on the aisles.
Wow.
Cracks in the floor about eighth of an inch to quarter. It was hard times. And won't nobody know better off than somebody else. And that's the way life was. And we worked. And me and my brother David, we when we born back we did it, we taken me, Dennis, and Gabby we would born back and we'd get our back in and and help other folks. We born about 3 days a week. We prime for somebody else, and we can make back then $5 a day. That was from 6 to 6, 6 in the morning, 6 at night, 50 cents an hour, not less than 50 cents an hour, $5 a day. Can you imagine a little country boy back then making $15 one week? $15. Anyway, that's the way life was back then. And we do all we could to make a living. What would I do with all that money? I didn't have no use for it. I'd give it to mama to help support the family and buy school clothes and shoes. You got a pair of shoes, and the leather was so hard on if you got them wet. But my Uncle Blair, he was kind of a hero kind of fellow. He'd take me fishing and hunting and tell me this and learn me a lot of stuff. He showed me how to take oil and rub on them shoes and soften that leather up. And he was a good fellow. I liked him. He loved to hunt and fish, and I did too. And he'd take me everywhere he went. We'd leave, when I got on up about 12 years old, we'd go over to the mouth of the river, fishing. And he stopped by Spring Hope there and get a gallon of beer. He loved his beer.
He sure did.
Hot beer now. It was cold when we first got it, and every once in a while, let me have a little drink of it. And when I catch him not looking, or he walk off too far, I might take a little sip of it. Anyway, he was a good fellow, and he taught me a lot. And we've grown up. A life of a sharecropper ain't hitting no much. But he had to take care. He had to provide for 5 young ones, mama, granddaddy, and he had to provide for all of us on a sharecropper's salary. And that's the way it was. It was tough times, and a dollar was as big as a bed sheet. Beans, 3 cents. Beans, 3 to 5 cents a pound. Fatback, 3 to 5 cents a pound. And we stuff have on salted in the smokehouse and stuff be hanging just rows and rows, pounds, 50, 75 pounds out hanging in there. Hams, big old hams, that big around in there. Shoulders, fatback, everything, lard. We all raised it right down the farm. When I was 12 years old, I could cut out a hog, gut him, clean him, everything, cut him out. I could do a grown man's day's work. And my daddy taught me how to do that. You think your daddy, because he gets out and hustles and try to make a dollar, take care of his family. My daddy was a good man.
He sure was, Pop.
He was a good man. I know that some of the things he done was illegal by making untaxed paid whiskey. It was illegal. And that's the way it was back then. I could sit here and tell you from I could tell you from the time I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right on up that I got grown and left home. When I was a young man, we used to walk We was about 14 years old to fight on Saturday night. We had nothing else to do. They have somebody up there they thought was a champ. We had with somebody we thought we could whoop him. So we go up there and see who could whoop each other. When it was all over, we'd all be buddy and we go back home. They go back home. Wouldn't be nobody pounding too much. But the guy that got beat up.
If you guys don't know, I was a bad man at this time.
I can take care of myself anyway. How many minutes we've been on this thing?
20.
Let's cut it off.
Alright, that's it for the Papa Sam radio show. We thank you for watching. Now don't forget everybody, September we're going to come out with a documentary about Papa's life on the farm. And Papa, you may close us out here.
Remember one thing, folks. I know life ain't fair in this world. And the politicians never do what they say they're going to do. But I believe Donald Trump is trying. I voted for him. Yes, I am a Republican. But I ain't a Republican to some of them that get up there and lie. Democrat or Republican. Put God first, the family next, and treat people right, and everything else will take care of itself.
That's it for the Papa Sam radio show. Bye. They spoil him.
Well, I think it's reached critical mass, and I think the league is, for his own safety, for Kaepernick's own safety, is going to have to stop it.
Coco.
Some way. I agree he has a right to say it. I wouldn't want him shut down because it looks bad for America to do that. But I fear for the guy's safety. I really do.